Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. It's a cool, sunny morning in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. Today's topic is going to be testosterone. The reason I want to talk about this is because I hear so much in the male or the masculine community, the dating community, talking about low T. And I'm hearing it from people who are in their late 30s, 40s, 50s. So I got the definition of testosterone. Let's see exactly what it is here. Testosterone is a hormone produced by the human body. Well, I knew that much anyway. I'm not a doctor. It's mainly produced in men by the testicles. I kind of knew that too. But I've heard that if you take a testosterone booster, your testicles shrink, which makes sense because that would send a signal to your testicles that they don't need to make it because you're getting it from somewhere else, which in this case would be an outside source, medicine from a doctor. Testosterone affects a man's appearance and sexual development. It stimulates sperm production as well as a man's sex drive. It also helps build muscle and bone mass. Okay, well, I kind of knew that, but that's just kind of from what I've heard from people talking about it. But a lot of people are quick to run to get testosterone boosters. Now, I read the other day that it can cause hair loss, you can get man boobs, and of course your testicles will shrink because, as I said, it sends a signal to your testicles that they don't need to produce testosterone because you're getting it from an outside source. My thing about any kind of medication, and hey, I'm not anti-doctor. I'll go to the doctor. I'll take medicine if I need it. But I see today too many people, because I'm 61, they run to the doctor every time they have the sniffles or an ache or a pain. It's like no one wants to feel pain. Well, I don't want to feel pain, but pain is a part of life. It's something you need to accept as part of life. If you didn't know pain, you wouldn't know what it was like to feel good. We have to have a contrast. I'll give you a good example. I was at the dentist the other day with my daughter. Of course, her wisdom teeth are hurting. Everybody's wisdom teeth hurt when they come in, or most everybody. First thing they do is tell you to have them pulled. I told her, I said, we're gonna go there and they're gonna tell you to have them pulled. So she went there, sure enough, she needs to have some teeth pulled. I said, which ones? She said, her wisdom teeth. I said, why? Well, they're causing her pain. I said, everybody's causes them pain. The teeth are there for a reason. That's part of life. They told me to pull mine. I didn't have them pulled. Okay, the only issue I had from them was they did make my teeth here a little crooked, but they're still pretty straight. And when I was 40 or 45, it caused one of my other teeth to get a bad spot in it, and I had to have a root canal. Got that fixed, and later on, I was 54 or 5, I had to have that tooth pulled. So, but all these years I had these 4 extra teeth that they would have had me have pulled out that I can use to chew and eat, and they're there for a reason, right? So, should I have had them pulled? Well, if I didn't want to go through a little pain, it's almost like in our society today, we want to avoid pain so much that we don't even live our life. I think we have a lot of depression in the United States, I've read also, because everybody avoids pain. It's from the pain, the sorrow, and the sadness that we know what deep joy, contentment, and happiness is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to run out there and get some pain, although I used to be a professional boxer and that was a little painful. But the point I'm making is you cannot escape pain. You may be able to escape it for a while. Physical pain, emotional pain, but you're going to have some of that in your life. And we've become such a safe society that we don't want anybody to feel pain or emotional pain or offenses. All these things help us to grow. All these things help us to learn. It's in your perception of them that you think they're bad. Was it Shakespeare that said, nothing is neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so? Now, no doubt if someone has cancer and they're, excuse me, and they're dying and in a lot of pain, Of course, give them some pain medicine. I'm not against pain medicine either. But we avoid pain, we avoid everything. For example, like the testosterone, which is the subject I started out on. I'm getting off on a rabbit trail here. Excuse me. My thing is this, my advice is this, or my ideas about that, is first, take care of yourself, exercise, meditate, contemplate, read, work on your body. Why don't you try being your healthcare provider instead of laying that off on someone who doesn't know you, who spends 2 or 3 minutes with you asking you what's wrong with you? He gives you a medicine for the symptom. The problem lies within you, within your thinking, within your eating, within your lifestyle. But he doesn't take time out. Few doctors take time out to find out what's really going on in your life. We're a physical, emotional, and spiritual being, and we must deal with all aspects of our life. So instead of running out and getting a testosterone supplement, maybe your testosterone is low. But why don't you first try changing your eating habits, changing your exercise, changing your lifestyle. And you may find that you don't have low testosterone, or your testosterone will build back up. I'm 61 years old. I weigh 154, 55 pounds. That's the same weight I had when I was boxing. Okay, I've exercised since I was about 20 years old. And I wake up every morning at attention, okay? I'm not unique. I'm only unique in the fact that I've taken care of my body and I've eaten right the best I can. You got to stay away from these processed foods, these fast foods. Once a week or something like that's okay, once in a while. Everything in moderation. But if you're garfing down, if you're chomping down fast food 2 or 3 times a day, there's no inherent food value in that. The vitamin value and content is extremely low. You're not getting much out of it. Fortunately for me, when I was growing up, my grandpa had a farm, he had a garden, and a lot of the foods we ate were from the garden, and the hogs and the cattle were from the farm, and they ate a lot better than what the meat industry and the chicken, I want to say pollo, I want to say Spanish, the chicken industry. All these animals are being raised on concrete floors now and are being given this food, this processed food. Well, guess what? We're eating the same things they're eating because we're eating the cattle and the chickens and the hogs. They're not being developed like they were when I was young, so the food value even there is not as good. I buy organic, but I understand if you can't because it's expensive. It costs more to eat healthy. But in reality, does it cost more? It costs more now, but you don't have to pay as much on the end if you eat more healthy now. So really, you're saving money, and you're saving your life. I really don't believe I can possibly even eat as well as I did when I was younger because the food products aren't available like they were when I was younger. But still, the point I'm making here about this low testosterone deal is, what kind of water are you drinking? You think the bottled water is better? Maybe it is. Try some well water. What kind of food are you eating? Are you exercising? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking drugs? Are you smoking weed all day? I have nothing against weed, everything in moderation. Are you doing some street drugs quite often? Are you on some kind of antidepressants? And I have nothing against those either, but I guarantee you those will knock your libido out. A lot of these medicines they have people on, it's just they give them one medicine to counteract the other medicine, and yes, they affect your sex drive. They affect your drive in general to get up and do something. If your body is not functioning correctly, you have to ask yourself, how are you taking care of your body? What are you doing to help it function correctly? If you take your car to the gas station and put bad gas in it, is it going to run good? But yet people go to McDonald's and Burger King and fill their body up with these foods that are low vitamin value, and they expect themselves to run correctly or to be optimal, and it just doesn't work that way. You have to be more careful about how you take care of your body. It's amazing, a person will buy a brand new car and you'll see them at the car wash taking care of that and really cleaning it up and changing the oil at the gas station, doing everything they need to do, but yet their bodies, they let them go to hell. They're out of shape, they're overweight, they're obese. The lineup at McDonald's is like 12 cars long. I'm not saying I don't ever go to McDonald's. I do. I take my kids there. And I'll eat a couple fries once in a while. I've had a couple McChickens. I think McChickens, yeah, in the last 6 months. But I don't eat much of that stuff because I want to stay healthy. I want to operate at optimal levels. And you can too. Just don't take the easy way by running to the doctor and getting a pill for every ill. They do have a pill for every ill. I think every time I turn around, they come up with a new name for some new disease or something that is some mental situation. A new antidepressant. And then 5 years down the road, they're telling you that if you've been taking this, you may have right to a lawsuit because they found out it was causing heart attacks, cancer, something or another. I'm sure you've all heard the same things. And as I said, I'm not anti-doctor. I'm not telling you to get off your medicine. I'm just saying try taking care of yourself better first. And then, of course, if that does not work, if you can't get yourself regulated out by eating properly and be honest with yourself, then, of course, go to the doctor. They're there for a reason. They've studied. They know a lot more than you or I do about these things. But no one knows your body like you do. If you take time out to sit and listen, you know exactly what you need to do. There was something, I was drinking this C4 energy drink, and it's great. I love it. I drank it for a couple of years, but it's probably not good for me. It has a lot of caffeine, so I eventually quit drinking it. I was having some side effects or problems from that and coffee, so I had to quit drinking. It was tough, but if I continue to drink it and I have more serious health problems, who am I to blame? Am I going to run to the doctor and get something to fix me when I knew all along I needed to stop? Okay, it's up to me, and it's up to you to take care of yourself first. Okay, see what you can do for yourself first. And then if all that doesn't work, of course, go to the doctor. Now, something serious and immediate, I suggest you go to the doctor. When I broke my shoulder riding my son's scooter, I went to the doctor because I can't fix that. Well, in a way, I did fix it, though. I went there, it was broke, they couldn't do anything, so I just had to let it heal. So who actually fixed it? I mean, I didn't do it. My higher self, the part that keeps me breathing at night, fixed that for me. And you have that same power within you. But I did go to the doctor to find out what had happened to it. I mean, I thought it was broke, and it was. So, as I said, I'm not anti-doctor. I'm just telling you and advising you to look within yourself and see how you are taking care of your body and your health before you go run just to get a pill to try to fix a symptom, when that really only just touches on the symptom and it doesn't cover the problem. The problem is within us, as well as are the solutions. I hope this has been of value to you. Share it with a friend, like and subscribe, and thank you for being here. See you tomorrow.